Hey guys, this is me, Kid Bad Original. Today I'm here to talk about every Spider-Man game that I have ever played. Some of you guys might not care. Some of you guys might find this interesting. I'm gonna just let you know the Spider-Man games that I play because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan and I haven't played all of them. I only played maybe a little bit of them, and I'm gonna show you the games that I played in 3, 2, 1. Let's get into it. First, there'll be a Spider-Man Unlimited, not the show, but the game. It was a mobile game. It was pretty fun. It wasn't exactly the first game that I played, but at the same time it was, because this was before I had a gaming console of my own. This was basically kind of like a Spider-Man game, but in a Subway Surfer kind of style, if you guys get what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna show you in a minute. As you can see here, Spider-Man, you gotta chase Green Goblin and throw these stuff at him, and you gotta see, basically, sort of like some Subway Surfer in a, if you guys get what I'm trying to say. And you can play as many different Spider-Men. They had different costumes, you could upgrade those costumes, and once you got to Green Goblin, I don't want to spoil that, we're gonna just wait. You got to beat him up, and that's pretty much the boss fight. I was actually on Google Play looking for this game to see if I could like download it and show you guys, but I couldn't because apparently it got shut down. Yeah, I couldn't find it on Google Play, and as I was looking for the trailer, I saw that video right there. This game, I was kind of sad. I'm not like really emotional about it, but it's sad because it was a pretty fun game. Can't believe it got shut down. Like it was just a good game for a mobile Spider-Man game. Next up we have Spider-Man 3, which was the second Spider-Man game that I played. I never got a chance to finish it because we did that thing at GameStop where you could take a game and bring it back in 7 days and you get the full price back that you paid for the game. It honestly, back then I didn't think too much of it, but now when I think of it, I realize that's pretty freaking cheap because we could have just kept the game. Like, we really did not need to take it back, especially since this game was pretty old. It was cheap. Like, we really did not need to take it back. I was kind of mad when we had to take it back, but you know, it is what it is. As you guys can see, it was a pretty old game because of the graphics. It came out around maybe 2008, 2009. Pretty much about the same time where the older model of the PS3 was popular. I didn't have the older model of the PS3 when I got this game. I had the newer model, you know, the one where the top slid off. And as you can see, it had pretty much a couple of the villains from Spider-Man 3. Someone in that movie, of course. As you can see, like, it's coming up. Who wasn't in it? Lizard wasn't in that. Neither was Scorpion or Fisk, and a couple of the other villains. But while playing this game, I never got that far. I think I did fight Harry. I got to Scorpion, and that was it. At least I think so. I'm trying to think that I beat Lizard, then I realized, based off of memory, I think I probably did beat Lizard. It took me a while to get past that, I think. I don't know. I'm like, this was a while ago when I had this game. I was like 8. It was a couple years ago, because you know, like, well, I was not 8, I was 9, I'm 14 now. It was back then when I had this game, so I don't remember how far I got, but all I know, the last person I remember fighting was Scorpion. Moving on, guys, we have Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. By far one of my favorite Spider-Man games. I'm going to tell you guys what I liked about it and what I didn't really like about it. And let me know, like, in the comments if my stutter, and not really a stutter, but you guys, like, my inability to get certain words out is annoying you. Just like, let me know. But like I was saying, yeah, this is one of my favorite Spider-Man games. I'm going to tell you what I didn't like and what I liked about it, because there were certain things that I didn't like about this game, and I'm going to get into it right now. Now, in this game, you can play as a series of different Spider-Man. Spider-Noir, our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. As you can see at the beginning, we got 2099 Spider-Man. We have the Amazing Spider-Man, basically our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And then Ultimate was just basically just Spider-Man in a black suit, you know, Spider-Man with the symbiote, Venom, you know. And those are pretty much all the Spider-Mans that are in the game, besides, you know, the alternative suits. There wasn't really much to this game, for real. There wasn't really, like, much free roam. That's what I didn't like about it, but you can go run around beating up the bad guys till you get the main boss on each board. That's basically what this game was. Like, kind of like an arcade sort of thing. Like, you go running around on each board until you make it to the boss. And then there were alternative suits, as you can see here. I'm just going to show different suits, and of course I had to screen record this because I don't have any saved data from the game that I played, because I had this game a couple years ago, maybe. I don't know how long ago it was, but this game came out 2010. I got it maybe 2016. And the only thing I didn't like about this game was that after you beat the story, there was no free roam. That's pretty much my only problem with it. Next up, we have the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game. Not much needs to be said about this. Honestly, if I'm being honest, this had to be like one of my least favorite Spider-Man games, because it just followed the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie with its own little twist. I'll give it that, but honestly, it was kind of boring. It wasn't really much to it after you beat the game, and the suits that you could unlock, they were alright, but they had the best suits in the DLC, which was out of pocket, and it was really drawn. I wasn't able to get the suits, and that's another reason why I don't really like this game. It was my least favorite. This game came out in 2014, and as you can see, the graphics aren't really amazing, no pun intended, but that's just how it was, because, you know, it was a 2014 game for the PS3. Not just the PS3, probably made it for the PS4 also, but I had it for my PS4, honestly, because that's actually when I got this game. And as you can see, they have certain people in here that weren't exactly in the movie, like Black Cat, Craven, and Kennedy. I forgot this one. I forgot this is. And like I was saying, yeah, it's had its own kind of unique feel to it while following the movie a little bit at the same time. See, we got Electro in here, but Shocker was not in here. As you can see, neither was Carnage. He was not in the movie, and it was pretty alright, but, you know, had trash suits. I'm not going to show off any of the suits because they were all trash, and there's just no point in doing it. It's a waste of time, and it's not worth it. And last but not least, we have Insomniac Spider-Man, or other people may know it as Spider-Man PS4. This was one of my all-time favorites, and by far it has to be the best Spider-Man game, besides Web of Shadows, that I have not played yet, that had to be released. Have been released. Of course, since if it's, you know, newer dates, the graphics are better. Came out around September, I think I remember the date. It was September 6th, 2018, I believe. I wanted the game so badly back then. I didn't end up getting it till 2018 December. And if you guys look far enough, you can see that I literally recorded 4-hour videos of this game, and I cleared it in a week because I was playing it on and off and on and off every day. Like, when I had this game, I at least spent like a solid 4, 6, 8 hours on it. When I give me a Spider-Man game and I'm on it all day, I promise you. What I like most about this game is that it had a pretty unique story of its own, you know, things that we haven't really seen in, well, I can't say we haven't really seen in other Spider-Man games, because we have. I'd be lying if I said that. Basically, if you need me to sum it up for you, you haven't played with Spider-Man, takes down Fisk, then this new game called The Demons arrive. They're working with some people in Oscorp that they're trying to make this disease called Devil's Web. And your main goal is to try to save the city from Devil's Web, while also being an enemy to the people, because Norman Osborn sees you as an enemy and says well, he signs this army named Sable saying, oh, if we see you, we're going to shoot you on sight. And as you saw a couple frames before, what I like most about this game is that we don't just play as Spider-Man. We can play as a couple different characters. We can play as Spider-Man, Mary Jane, as you can see, as she's jumping off the roof. And we can also play as Miles Morales. Speaking of, can't wait for his game. Seems fire. There are plenty of different iconic villains in this game, like Mr. Negative, aka Martin Lee. He is a newer villain. I think he was introduced 2016, 2013. And we have Shocker, as you saw, and that is Electro, Vulture, Scorpion, and the Rhino. They are the main villains in this game that you have to beat. And let me tell you, the worst one out of all of these was probably Rhino. Well, when you're playing as Miles, of course. Pretty much that's it for all the Spider-Man games that I've played, because these are the only Spider-Man games that I've played, and I did not expect this video to be that long. Kinda glad it is, because you guys could, see the games that I played and experience them for yourselves. Now, we all know the new Spider-Man game is dropping this week on Wednesday. I asked my mom to pre-order it for me. I may be getting it tomorrow. There's a slight chance, and if I do, it's a chance you guys will be seeing the Spider-Man episode on Thursday, I'm sorry. Yeah, but if I can get her to pre-order it tomorrow, which hopefully she does, well, she has to if she feels like doing it, because the game drops on Wednesday. Well, no, she has tomorrow and Tuesday, my fault. I'm getting the dates mixed up. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. All the Spider-Man games that I downloaded, well, not I downloaded, but that I played. And it only seems fitting to talk about this since the new Spider-Man game is about to drop. Anyway, that's it for today's video. This should probably be dropped tomorrow, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.